I remember the days when you knew JavaScript, you knew HTML and CSS. You was the king of the world, or the queen of the world, and you can get any job, any program. People took you serious, and that was the thing to be. Things have changed now, guys. JavaScript is not going to be that for you alone. I'm letting you know that now. A lot of you guys are struggling. A lot of you guys are in a position to where you are at a point in your career, or haven't even started a career because you just got JavaScript and you feel like you made the wrong decision. What do? Can you improve this? Are you in a position where you just wasted your time? I got 3 things I'm gonna cover in this video for you guys so that we can get you back on the right track and you can leverage your JavaScript in the correct way moving forward. Let me explain. Let's just get right into it, guys. AI is taking over. All the low-hanging JavaScript fruit has been taken over. You can basically go and ChatGPT and other AI solutions or templates, whatever you want to do to come up with 90% of the stuff that JavaScript used to be able to write. It used to take long times to write that particular UI or that particular program in JavaScript. You can do that overnight just like that with AI templates and all that. So a lot of the low-hanging fruit work, the repetitive stuff with JavaScript is drying up. A lot of you guys used to feast off of this. Used to be a lot of good work for beginners. It's not there anymore. So you got to make sure you're aware of this and know how to position yourself to differentiate yourself from the AI using JavaScript. I know a lot of you guys may think UI is the nice and pretty stuff like that, but it's a lot more to that. There's a mindset. We talk about that in my 7-step guide and point number 2 when we get into the projects. At the end of the day, guys, I know it's the visual side, it's the sexy side, it's the design side. Not to say none of that work is out there. I'm just saying that work is a lot more competitive. You got to stand out, because at the end of the day, what's going to happen is the more people start to leverage AI, the more people, businesses start to really look at ways to reduce staff. As far as just developers, you got to stand out. You want to be that 20% of developers, regardless of what's happening in the landscape. People come to you for solutions with JavaScript, and that's going to always exist, regardless of how advanced the technology is going to be. The question is, what's going to differentiate you and what you provide to what that AI can provide and that AI limitations. And I don't care what they tell you, AI has limitations. Those limitations are shrinking daily. But at the end of the day, there is a availability. There's a gap there that you can take advantage of and still be one of the top JavaScript developers, even as a beginner, guys. But if you don't use it this way, it will fail you. JavaScript will fail you. I'm letting you know that now. You're not going to come in just doing the basic stuff and expecting to get a 6-figure, even more salary. It's just not going to work that way, guys. But tell me your experience. Tell me your story. Links below in the description box or the comment section. Let's go ahead and check out different stories. I want to get you guys perspective, what you're seeing in the marketplace, what you're struggling with, all that stuff, guys. Let's comment and start a conversation about JavaScript and how it failed you. Number 2 point, guys, JavaScript, the code that was written is maturing. Libraries are maturing. The code base is maturing. There's not a lot of churn in technology, which is not going to be a lot more code to update or write or even new development. It's just going to be you providing more value. I'm letting you know that now, guys. It's going to get to the point to where if you are not really moving the needle, the code is actually going to just be there. As far as just the maintenance stuff, that's going to always be there. You got to update frameworks, libraries, supporting systems. As we go cloud-based, as we go Azure, a lot of the stuff we have to do on the back end, as far as just the frameworks and stuff like that support PHP, Java, all that stuff, the back end stuff that we have to maintain, that's going to be taken care of by the cloud provider. So a lot of that churn of your code is not going to be as updated. And plus, on the other end, you got the actual code itself, the libraries, who's not being as updated as often. I remember a time where you had new JavaScript libraries coming out all the time. That was the new rage, but it's coming more and more mature it's getting more and more rare that you see new libraries. They're going to always be annual stuff, quarterly, whatever that may be. But the actual requirement to move the needle is going to slow down. how do you actually start to really leverage JavaScript in this environment, right? That sounds real scary to know that the work is drying up and it's only going to continue. But guys, again, like we was talking about in the actual first point, you got two different types of work. You got project work and you got maintenance work. Maintenance work is just the stuff that we call just keeping the lights on, just to keep what you currently have going. That work is going to dry up. Everything I was talking about negative is that type of work that's going to dry up. It's going to eventually be taken over by AI, cloud solutions, third-party processors, whatever you want to call it, is going to dry up. The second group is going to be the project work. This is the work, if done correctly, can really leverage you, differentiate you from a actual AI, because it requires you to work with the end user. It requires you to know the business and the industry and identify some of those gaps that JavaScript can help you guys do. I'm letting you know that now, because if you don't get yourself in that project-based work, AI will take your job. AI will take your job, because at the end of the day, it's better with doing the routine schedule stuff. AI is wonderful at that kind of stuff. And if you find yourself doing that, your job is going to be gone at some point. It's just going to take a company, or the company you're working for, or a consulting company, to identify how much money they can save on your salary. You probably, let's say you're making 80 grand, 90 grand a year in a JavaScript developer. They're going to pitch to the company you're working for, hey, we can do that for $50,000. $30,000. Just put an AI in there that's going to actually do those routine maintenance patches for that particular company you're working for. So it's critical that you guys get over to the project-based work that's going to be impactful. Well, you probably asking me, Rod, how do I find that project-based work? We talk about that in my 7-step guide, guys. Links are below. It's free. Go check that out. And we also take a deeper dive in our 30-day developer course that's going to help you guys with that as well. So links to that is below, so that you can start those projects to differentiate yourself as a JavaScript developer. So let's go ahead and check that out, guys. All right, guys, let's talk about impactful business solutions using JavaScript. Let's talk about this project-based work. I want to take a deep dive in that, because a lot of you guys don't understand that concept. You just used to code, and that's all you do. All right, let me talk about a platform that you guys are familiar about. There's thousands and other applications this apply to, but I'm just going to pick this as an example. Google Analytics. I don't know if you guys are on YouTube, you're watching this video. Google is actually tracking everything that you do on this website. What videos you watch, how long you watch it, what part of the world you at. All of these metrics they're collecting because of you, right? Just imagine if you're a business and you got a website. You use Google Analytics to be able to track the activity on your website and be able to provide specific actions or take specific tasks to be able to apply it to that particular user, so it can be a unique experience, right? So you got JavaScript to do that. Well, if I'm a sales guy and I'm always trying to find more ways to make the company more money, it would be in my best interest to know what customers have the most interest in my website, my product, so I can target them first. How do that salesman know that? That salesman is not a computer guy that can go on the website and actually see the pages. It would be great if a developer, a JavaScript developer, knows who goes to what page. Let's just say a product page, a page they're looking at. They actually go to the credit card section and don't put in the actual credit card number. It would be great that the salesman knew that and be able to follow up that person to ask them, hey, I noticed you was checking out this product and I noticed you didn't put in any credit card information. What additional information you would need to be able to put your credit card information about a product? That is so powerful for companies to have. Technology been out there for years, but there's a large group of businesses that don't have this implemented. You can make a killing as a JavaScript developer just implementing this one solution for multiple companies. And this is just one business solution, guys. Now you see how powerful this is. So let me flip this around for you. What's the possibility of an AI being able to do that tomorrow? being able to know the salesman and go talk to, right? This is unstructured. All this is unstructured at this point, but you're bringing structure to an unstructured situation. Now, once everything's established, once you have a process and objects and all that stuff established, now you can bring in some AI assistants to recommend based off of that. But it requires the JavaScript developer to bring everything together, to create that structure, to get all the parties together so that they can leverage the technology. And it's just not about JavaScript. You're using only JavaScript to do all this and using Google Analytics, but it's a powerful way to solve a business problem. This is the kind of stuff that a lot of you guys just don't know about, only because you haven't been there. And I want to help you guys, put you guys in a position so that you can do that. I'm not going to belabor this point. I got a lot more projects that we can do just this on. I just want to give you an example. I want to make sure the DigiLink community get the advantage other than just the public forum people, because I want to make sure that the DigiLink community get the advantage and be able to get the jobs and all that good stuff, guys. So links are below to all the goodies, the 7-step guide, the 30-day developer course. And if you haven't already, like, subscribe to the content, comment about your particular experience with JavaScript and how it failed you, so that we can put you on the right track, guys. And what I'll do, I'll put a link to the 7-step guide here on the screen. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.